Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to High Top Sports Recruiting. A little different type of video today. We are going to go ahead and do a live watch party of this Syracuse Stanford game. See if Fran Brown can get a 3-0 start at Syracuse. He's a great recruiter, and boy, oh boy, they are pushing to make a big headway into the ACC. But first, we want to thank our proud sponsor, Bet US. This whole video is powered by BetUS. Guys, if you are watching, go ahead, keep the comments flowing. I'll read them as we watch the game. What is everybody thinking? Syracuse, Scott 0-2-0. Is that what you're saying? Are we thinking a blowout, or are we thinking it's going to be a tight game? Now, something about the Syracuse defense. They give up a lot of yards, but they're on that bend, don't break mentality. They don't give up a bunch of touchdowns. They seem to play smart. This is the first Stanford game I've watched this year. Super excited for that. But we are just going to kind of watch it together, and then I'll kind of give my comments, my 2 cents back and forth with you guys. We'll do a little bit of betting. We will fire up the betus.com and see what they think about some games tomorrow. Super excited. But thanks, guys, for joining on. I got to fix some lighting real fast, and we will get right to it. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and grab my beer. All right. That looks a little bit better. Looks so dark now.
I just need to know if you screaming. It's cold, Brown.
Fran Brown.
Fran?
Go.
Maybe he could be our new coach.
All right, guys, I'm back. Had to fix a light, so I was looking a little dark. This isn't my regular setup, so what we thinking? Syracuse? Scott says spread is 9. Syracuse plays with an edge. I say 2 touchdowns. Ooh. Can you guys hear me loud and clear too? If you can, go ahead, give me a thumbs up. Michael Dixon, Syracuse. Michael, are you a Syracuse fan? Alrighty, thanks, Scott. Cheers for those of you that have your beers. Friday night game. Super excited for this. We're going to drink a little beer. We're going to watch a little football. Good colors there for Syracuse. You got family that like them? Scott, I like Fran Brown. I think he's in the middle of trying to rebuild Syracuse. I don't think he leaves. I think it's going to be either Kiffin and I another guy that's in the middle of a rebuild is the IU coach. He was a James Madison coach for years and years and years. Built that program up, and then he built like a Division III school way up too to a national championship contender. Kurt Signetti, I think, is his name. I really like him, if not Lane. We got to focus on defensive coordinator though. All right, here we go. Stanford quarterback rolls out. Good connection there on the comeback route. DB all over him. If you guys are watching, go ahead and pop in, say hi. Keep the chat flowing. Stanford's going with a spread, four wide receivers, and then they're going to use a little bit of the running quarterback. This is the first Stanford game I've watched this year. Seems like they packed that place out pretty well. Boy, I hope so. Maybe not go Gators. Maybe if we get a loss tomorrow, it'll put the final nail in Billy's coffin. I can't, Michael, if you're saying like you want me to stream the game, I can't do that. I will get a strike. It should be on YouTube, regular YouTube too. I'm watching on YouTube TV. That's my favorite. I've had Dish and everything else, and YouTube TV is it. They got the quad box, everything. Quarterback keeper, defense just absolutely snuffs that out. Oh, Scott 020? Yeah, it's the best. It's the best for the money, I think. Some people like to, they like to just, get off the internet, but I don't like all the buffering and all the other bull crap you got to go with it. 3rd and 9, big 3rd and 9, first drive. See if Syracuse can do anything with it. Comeback route, almost picked off. Beautiful, beautiful job. I'm going to tell you, Fran Brown's DBs are going to play. They're going to play excellent this game. They're always tight to the defender. They don't play a lot of soft coverage. That's why I like it. I really enjoy watching Syracuse. I've never watched it before this year, but I've watched all 3 of their games, and it's their 3rd game, and I really enjoy their defensive scheme. Looks a lot like Georgia, which he did come from Georgia, so that makes sense. But yeah, YouTube TV has been the best for me. Alrighty. Syracuse, Kyle McCord right across the middle. Beautiful job there. He's going to feed that tight end. Yeah, Scott, we're not used to seeing physical play, are we, with our Gators? 4 people hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Go ahead, comment. Little high snap. Right up the middle. They're going to do a lot of that. They're going to feed the tight end on that slant and that seam. And then they are going to go right back up the middle with the running back. And they got a darn good one. Dude, I don't know. I don't know why Billy isn't doing it. Oh my goodness. A little bit thrown behind him, but if you get your hands on it, you should catch it. Yeah, he just doesn't use them. And if he does use them, it's like a dump pass to him. It's not like Syracuse actually gets them in the game. Like they actually run routes, not just stand there and wait for the ball. Which we've seen tight end success, even with Billy. We've seen like big plays, and they just never go back to him with Hanson and the other guys. Here it is, deep shot. He's going to drop it right in the bucket. Good coverage by Stanford. Boy, this is going to be a little defensive battle. I like it. This is very, very good. Waits for the last second. The only thing he could have done better is try to get his head around, but that's really good. Yeah, Billy tastes. I bet like Billy's like the equivalent to a vanilla wafer, no flavor. Yeah, you're not a big Colorado fan. I can really take him or leave him. I think that I think there's some things that Coach Prime does that's a genius. Like they've sold more merch than ever before. They sold that stadium out. I get that, but you got to recruit, and he is not recruiting very well. You can't just rely on the portal. That's why Shador's on his back, because the offensive line is just so terrible because they took a bunch of portal kids. And I know it's only like year 2 for him, I think. And so it's hard to develop, but you gotta recruit better than what you are. Yep. Norvell's finding that out as well. There's going to be a team every year. TCU. Look at when that TCU coach took over. They go to the playoffs with Duggar, and that, they really hit the portal hard. They had a bunch of portal guys, and then where have they been? They fell off. Do I like Oklahoma? I don't. I'm not a fan. Like, I don't have any merch or anything with Oklahoma. I kind of like their program, what they're building. So it's kind of tough with me with the recruiting channel, because I like a lot of the kids, and I think that they brought a really good one in with that defensive line last year, and Jaden Jackson and Stoney and a couple other kids. So and one of my good close buddies, he has a Oklahoma podcast, Hall of Fame football, Jason. So I don't root for him. I do TiVo the game zone. I watch them every week. But like if it's Florida, Oklahoma, yeah, no, it's Florida all the way for me. But I'll watch them. I enjoy watching college football. There are teams I watch more, right? So like Syracuse, because of this channel, because the Syracuse videos do pretty well, and it's a fan base that's pretty responsive on the videos. So I've been watching Fran Brown and what he's building there, and so I've been watching a lot of Syracuse, Oklahoma, obviously Florida. What's another team I've watched a lot? Tulane. I've seen a lot of Tulane this year. Oregon, obviously, with the Oregon channel. I've watched a lot of Oregon Ducks. They're looking pretty good. Texas. I've watched all the Texas games just because they're like usually a good game to watch, and there's like a bunch of scrubs on all the other games. Wisconsin. I've watched all the Wisconsin games, actually. Western Kentucky. I've watched every Western Kentucky. I don't know why. I like their play style. So I'm just a junkie. I'm a college football junkie. I love it. I can't get enough of it. And then NFL, what's you guys' NFL's teams? Yeah, I just did them because of Fran Brown, and they really kind of popped. All right, let's see here. Stanford goes with the little bit RPO action. Beautiful job there. They got a big back there, number 20, Ford. He's thick. He looks like a three down NFL back, body wise. Thanks, appreciate you, Michael. Go right back to commercial. Have you guys noticed too, like you'll have 4 games on? Like the other day I had the quad box on. You got 4 games on, right? And all of them are at commercial magically at the same time. NFL's notorious for doing it too. It's terrible. Like you can't even like get away from the commercials. You like the Niners in Detroit? I'm a Vikings fan. Yeah. I like the 49ers. I watch them. I seem to get them a lot in my area, so I seem to watch them a lot. Yeah. It's just weird how they all all the commercials are airing at the exact same time. You know what I mean? So it's kind of wild to me. This is the first time I've done this. So I've seen Shelton do a bunch of these. It just seems relaxed and just you can read the comments and chill. It might be good this year with Sam Darnold. How wild would that be? Little magic carpet ride with Case Keenum. You remember that? That's what it feels like. If we can stay healthy. B-Flow with that defense is really good. And they're going to be, I think they're going to be good for a couple of years because they have a bunch of cap space next year. They'll have like the second most cap space. Yeah, they always trash the Vikings. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like, seems like they always trash them. We've actually had our best years when we are. Oh, no, probably not. Maybe the cornerback. I think he's eligible. Marshall. But at GMs that they know that like sometimes these kids like they don't just look at like stats and production on the field. Like they know like okay, obviously this kid is not being used where he's supposed to be. It's a big shot play by Stanford. Man, they're going for the jugular early. So yeah, it's just you gotta put the combine. A lot of people are using like GPS and stuff like that, speed. I didn't mind Kirk Cousins actually. I think JJ's gonna be him though. I think JJ's gonna be really good. Um, but I think so. A lot of these teams aren't even like a lot of the stuff they're using like GPS and stuff that these kids are being monitored with next gen stats. So if you have a guy like Harold Perkins from LSU, we talk about a lot, that's being way misused, he's still going to get drafted high because, yeah, he may not have the productivity on the field, but like these coaches know, like if I set him on the edge and make him go get the quarterback, like he's going to do that. Like, look how good Dallas Turner's looking. And he was supposed to, he was considered a reach. I didn't think he was going to reach. They got away with a big hold on that edge there. That was a giant hold. Here on the edge, number 11. Yep. Letting them play, though. Both teams are using their tight ends a lot already. Little pump fake. Another hold. Golly. Boy, does that look familiar. Scamper for 20. Yeah, right, Scott? Must be nice to use a tight end. I hear you. We use ours too. When it's 3rd and 15, we'll throw them a 5-yard pass. This can be a good game. There it is. Oh. Linebacker got sucked up and then he kind of got tangled up. He would have made that play. Yeah, the running ability in college is almost a must unless you have an elite offensive line. And we might have it's like, watch the offensive line plays for these two teams. Like, you just scratch your head and you're like, how does Syracuse and Stanford have better offensive line than us? Like, how does that even happen? You're going to bring the blitz. Might be on the offensive line. I think the center moved. Yep. Yeah. Coaching and recruiting, but mostly coaching, because some of these guys are like 2 stars. These guys, like Stanford's not getting elite offensive linemen. It's like one thing to see Wisconsin or Iowa play, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's a road grading offensive line. But yeah, like Syracuse and Stanford, they're not getting the cream of the crop. Yeah, we got 2 offensive line coaches too, Scott 2-0. Shot play. Couldn't locate it. Yeah, he threw it to that back shoulder, and he should have whipped his head around the other way. Yeah. It wasn't that great of a throw either. You really want that like 4 more yards up. Rolling out. Fires, touchdown. Beautiful one-handed grab. My goodness. Oh, this is Stanford's first ACC game. That is a dot. That's as good as it gets right there. Golly. Sophomore. Boy. What do you guys think of that? Yeah, that was a little Justin Jefferson action. Well, Pearsall. Yeah, you just missed a beautiful grab by the sophomore tight end. One-handed catch, touchdown. DB didn't stand a chance. How's everybody have a better team, Scott? Offense and defense. So I think at the 30-minute mark, we'll pull up Bet US. We got to do an ad read for them. And I'll take your guys, see what you guys want to bet on. How about that? We'll do a little parlay for tomorrow. We got to do one every hour. So. Yeah, that catch was so good. I think I forgot to turn the monetization on live. Shoot. Oops. Can't make money with monetization turned on. Doing it for free. The professor ain't making no money right now either because I forgot to turn the monetization on. Like an idiot. All right, we're cooking now. We're all right. Don't let Shelton know. He'll be after me. I was gonna put it on Twitter. What do you guys think? You guys like the live watch parties for the games, even though it's not Florida? I think it's fun. I think you just like throw it up on your phone and you know what I mean, hang out, chit chat during the game. Commercial breaks are so long too; it gives us plenty of time to chit chat. So, let me move this down. All right, here we go. Back from commercial break. Mike Dixon for sure. Yeah, I usually just keep on my phone and then I just stream the game onto my TV or my computer screen. Let's see. Just getting some stuff lined up. Oh, we got Illinois and oh no. That's not tonight, is it? Got Illinois and Nebraska on too? Oh, we might have to flip-flop between those. Shoot, I didn't know that. We're gonna have to do both of those. Hold on. I get back to my. All right, we're back. You know what YouTube TV needs? A back button. They need a back button bad. Everybody else frustrated with that? They don't have a back button. You can't just like you know what I mean? Like hit back, return. I've watched a lot of Nebraska games too. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, isn't it, Scott? That's my one gripe. They got the quad box. I like the old school lineup. It looks like like when you go to live, you can scroll through like the guide, like the old Dish TV guide or Direct TV guide. I like that. But I don't like the non-return button. That is such a pain. Stanford's playing looks like they're playing zone and they're keeping everything in front of them. And they keep changing the fronts, like you said. That's tough. I watched I didn't watch it. I was at work and I listened to the South Alabama game last night with Mullen he was on the mic. Oh, man, McCord is not looking good tonight. Very erratic. Very, very erratic. I gotta move this up just a tick. There we go. There we go. Yeah, they did. I listened to it. Unfortunately, that's how I get to see most of the Vikings games because I'm Sunday through Thursday. I work Sunday through Thursday nights, so I miss a lot of the Vikings games. So I listen to them with my headset, which I kind of like. It's kind of old school feel, like radio. I don't use YouTube TV though. I usually use Tulin, and then I actually get the Vikings broadcasters, which is cool. I love the Vikings broadcasters. That's another complaint. I wish you could get like Florida's broadcasters. No, I'm a mechanic. I work on semis. Oh, that's big for Syracuse. That is a dumb play. You just give Stanford a 1st and 10. That's big. Yeah, definitely got to be smarter than that. For sure. What's up, Blanco? I'm gonna work on getting a setup for the garage so I can sit out there, drink beer, and smoke cigars and hang out with you guys. Are you going to bed? Oh, yeah, we're gonna get some rain. Yeah, we need the rain bad too. We need the rain.
For crops?
Yeah. What's up, Blanco?
Are we gonna talk?
Yeah. Cigar, beer. I got like half the setup. I'll have it done by. I gotta get it cleaned out. It's full of football gear, so yeah. If it's gonna stay warm, I'm gonna do that. Especially these Friday night games. Ooh. Very weird that Kyle McCord he's so erratic today. Flag holding. Yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm gonna I'll watch a little bit of it and then I'm gonna have to TiVo the rest. My son's got a game at 1. I think it's like 11:30 kickoff. Mylon. Grab me a beer. Oh, great job there by Diggs not giving up on that. He could have turned the corner. I don't think I don't think Mullen's gonna call the Florida game or the Mississippi State game. I think there's a thing in his contract. I've never seen him call. Grab me a beer. 1 o'clock. 1.
That's the other team's game.
I don't think so.
Yeah, like play at 1.
What time do you play?
I don't know. Will you check?
Yeah. I'll text coach. Sorry, the dogs are going wild. Hold on, I'm gonna mute it.
So can I have my dessert now?
Yeah.
Okay. Salute.
Yep. Yeah, I don't. Mylon,
Yeah.
come here. Will you give me the beer out of the fridge?
There's no more.
Yes, there is.
There is?
It's in the bottom drawer. Hand me a warm beer. Golly, kid. One job. He's got one job. One job.
Then why did Mom buy a whole new 6-pack?
Because mom wants to make sure I don't run out of beer. Thank you.
Yeah, I can do it.
Scott, I'll let Shelton call the plays. I just got anybody but Billy. It's so bad. Yeah, kid hands me a warm beer, Blanco. What's wrong with him? It's my fault. I should do better as a dad, I guess. Man, Stanford has had the ball the entire first quarter. Oh, I see. I thought you meant play calling. Oh, golly, that kid's good. That running back is so good. Holding. Offense. Yep. I think it's on the tackle. Which surprises me because they were kind of letting that go in the beginning. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You're right, Michael. Ooh, let's switch to Nebraska. See what they're doing. Illinois was oh my goodness. This is what I'm talking about. This stuff right here, dude. I switched to Nebraska commercial break the same time that Stanford and Syracuse is on a commercial break. How does that happen? Okay, how in God's name they're running two totally different times? I know the start times are the same, but you have injuries, you have timeouts, you have all kinds of stuff. Magically, both of these teams are on commercial break. How in God's name? I don't want to see the Jersey Mike commercial. I want to see football when I flip it. I bet if we had 6 games on tonight, we would all see Jersey Mike commercial. This is horrendous. They got to do better. Golly. It just irritates me. You can't even watch 2 games. Well, what's it? Why even have the quad box? The quad box is going to be Edward Jones, Big Pharma, and freaking hot dog commercials. No, I'm not saying Jersey Mike's does slap, but bro, 2 games. I know they start at the same time, but things happen during the game. Magically, both of them are on commercial break. It looks like Illinois, Nebraska 7-0. Illinois just went down, drove, and scored is what it's looking like. Oh, and now I don't have the return button. YouTube TV. All right, perfect time for a bathroom break, and then we're going to do some bets. All right. Drink 1 beer, 2 come out. I don't know how it works like that, but it does. Yeah, Nebraska needs it bad. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull up the lines for tomorrow. BetUS.com. I'm pulling up the odds real fast. Stanford's got the ball again. Driving. Feel like they've had the ball the entire game. Feels like another game we watched. All right, so let's share my screen. All right, can you guys see that? Or I got to blow it up. All right, BetUS at betus.com. With your first 3 deposits, you get 150% back with the code YouTube150. That's 150% back on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000 with the code YouTube150. So if we're wrong, boy oh boy, you get your money back. Let's look at some interesting games here, all right? Iowa, Minnesota. Over under 35. I'm staying away from the 2. I think I kind of like the I think I kind of like the over 35. I think there's going to be a little bit more points than 35. I like the over. So over 35, I like that. Let's see here. What else do we have? Arkansas, Auburn. Arkansas, Auburn under 56. I kind of like under 56. I think it's going to be a defensive struggle. Obviously, Auburn is starting a new quarterback. I don't think it's going to be all that great offensively. Give me the under 56. And then let's do this Tennessee Oklahoma game. 7:30 kickoff. Give me the over 57 for sure. I know Oklahoma's defense is pretty good, but I think there's going to be a bunch of points scored there with Oklahoma. What do you guys think? Give me the over 57. We're pounding the overs. I don't like any of these close games or any of these money lines. So we'll go with the over unders. And I like those 3 games. I think they're pretty much locks for our BetUS. We are powered by BetUS. And again, with the essentially money back, it's 150% on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000 with the code YouTube150. All right, guys, let's get back to the game. Back at it. Yeah, there's gonna be a shit ton of points scored, Blanco, on that game. Watch, it'll be a 7-7 slugfest. We'll be all wrong. Vegas is never wrong, it doesn't seem like. They had the Gators at 4.5, and I don't even know if they get 4.5 this year. All right, guys, so it's 10-0 Syracuse. I feel like this is a pretty pivotal drive. Stanford has taken every ounce of time in the first, and this isn't good. McCord gets hit in the back, fumbles. Not good. Can you guys still hear me and see me clearly too? We're getting a torrential downpour, and I'm running cellular internet. So if I get all broken up and grainy, just let me know. I can switch to my hotspot. We got all the internet here. Yeah, McCord does not look good. Man, he looked lights out the last couple of weeks too. Definitely the worst game that I've seen. Here we go. Screen pass. Cuts it back inside. Gonna have to punt it now. If you guys hear a bunch of thundering too, just let me know. I'll turn my mic down. If you can hear it in the background. It's coming down. Again, I want to thank our proud sponsors, BetUS. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being the sponsor. We are powered. This video is powered by BetUS. Yeah, I do feel like the announcer said, it's not just Kyle McCord. There's been a couple drop passes and some botched offensive line stuff. Like, they got to get it together. All right, let's see. Let's see if it's gonna be like this again. Oh, I got to switch here. What's the chances? Oh. All right. So we got number 24, number 22, Illinois versus Nebraska. We're going to watch that till the Syracuse game comes back on. And then we may switch. We may switch to this game if it's closer. If Syracuse starts getting blown out. Because McCord does not look good tonight. All that Heisman stuff, hype for McCord is literally just going out the drain. Boy, Illinois with that stacked defense. Nebraska tries to run it up the gut for one, and they get stonewalled. I hear you, Mike. You guys like these? I can start doing more of these on Friday if you guys enjoy them. I'm not doing anything anyway. Might as well stream it. Even if there's a couple people in here, I'll still stream it. I enjoy hanging out with you guys, and it's like it's kind of fun because you just get to hang out and chit chat. It's like being at a sports bar almost. Oh, they're gonna have to punt. They couldn't get 1 yard. Oh no, they got it. They did give him the one. Oh my goodness. Man, Raul looks good for a true freshman. But he's got good offensive line. I think Lagway would look pretty good too. I got you, Blanco. Yeah, we'll probably do a lot of the Friday night games because I just got so much going on with the kids and everything on Saturday. And I got 2 call-in shows to do. This might be our little thing on Fridays. Are we 4-0?
We are 4-0.
Hmm.
I'm going to the game next weekend.
Okay.
We're 4-0 and it's homecoming weekend. The boys are doing good this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so, Scott. Hey, grab me a beer while you're up. They're in the bottom.
In the drawer?
Yeah.
Is it glass?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how many more I got in there, but you'll just have to put some in the fridge. Cold beer here, as Scott 020 says.
You have a beer on top too, babe.
No, that thing's warm. That's what Mylan tried to hand me earlier. Oh my goodness! If he had this offensive line for Nebraska, all right. Let's switch back. We're gonna go back towards the Syracuse game. We're gonna keep a heavy eye out on that game though. That might be a good game. That might be a thriller. All right, looks like Syracuse picks off Stanford. They got to get it going on offense. All right, let's see what happens. Looks like a 4-down front. Playing zone. Oh, my goodness. That's beautiful by the DB. That quarterback didn't see him because he sat in the zone and drifted just slightly to the right and picked that thing off. Yeah, I agree. Just start Lagway at this point. The offensive line is too bad for Mertz. He's a statue sitting back there. It's not his fault either. I'm not a Mertz hater. I love Mertz. I think he's a great kid. I think he's going to be a backup quarterback. Could be a journeyman backup quarterback in the NFL. I think he understands NFL concepts. The problem is people get the misconception that Billy is trying to run San Francisco's offense without San Francisco's weapons, offensive line, and those players at the next level are just so smart. He's trying to run San Francisco 49er offense. Looks the exact same, but it's just not. We don't have the talent on the offensive line. We just don't. It's just not working. So, I think what they should have done this year is just given it to Callaway and run that air raid concept. Cut half the field for Mertz. So he only has to read half the field, and then Mertz would have been fine. And then you put Lagway in. But I think that the offense Billy is trying to run is too complex, and it just takes too much precision to run it. If one player is just off a step and a half, that play's blown up, and that's why we see the offense either it's so feast or famine. And then the defense, I think they're trying to be too multiple. At some point, you just got to run base defense, right? You just screw the creepers, screw all the sim pressure, line up in base if you're going to run a 3-4 or 4-3 or whatever you want to do, and just let the athletes be athletes. Run man or zone, mix it up with man or zone. Don't get too exotic because I don't. These players do not understand this. Yeah, these players do not understand this defense. It's apparent, especially the second half, the DBs. It's terrible. It's hard to watch. All right, guys, we're right at an hour. This video is sponsored by BetUS, our proud sponsor. Thank you so much for BetUS for being a sponsor of this video. Yeah, I agree, Scott. We can stop a lot of stuff. All right, so Syracuse scores 3. They're down in the red zone, and Kyle McCord floats a pass. He does not look good. He floats a pass behind his intended receiver. They go ahead. They kick 3. Let's see what the Nebraska-Illinois game is looking like. All right, we're not on commercial. That's a win. All right, looks like Nebraska at the 10 of Illinois. Red zone. Rayola floats one to the wide receiver, and he was out of bounds, foot out of bounds. It is 4th and goal. Yep, looks like the running back is wide open with the route. Looks like 7 to possibly 3 here. There it is. 3. 7-3. We'll float back and forth, Blanco. We'll just keep switching up. They go on commercial break every 15 seconds anyway. All right, back to Syracuse. Man, a back button would be nice. Commercial. Both commercials. Any of you guys having a cold beer with me? If so, what you're drinking? Bush latte for the professor, as always. It's the only beer that's, I feel like, decent tasting and at a good value. Scott 020, Mountain Dew. Okay. I do like a Mountain Dew. Very rare, but I do like, it always feels like a Mountain Dew for me is like at work. Like I'll crave a Mountain Dew at work when it's hot. I gotcha, Blanco. You always work weekends? Yeah, like I said, I'm Sunday through Thursday, so this is technically my Saturday. For this year, and then it changes. Blue Moon with an orange or without an orange? Scott. I do like a Blue Moon too. They're expensive though. If I'm splurging, like if I'm going out and having like a steak, Blue Moon. Like if we go to Outback or whatever, Blue Moon's it. Without, I could take it either way. I kind of like the orange every now and then. Oh, I gotcha. Busy then. Yeah, we're running 6 days too right now. So I didn't work a 6-day today just because I had a bunch of work on the cars. I had to get a valve cover on the Cruise. Had to do that today, and then I had to do oil changes on the truck and the Cruise. And what else did I do? Brake inspection. I inspected both the brakes. Don't drink much anymore, but got a fat blunt and a do. I like Bush Light. I gotcha. Yeah, if I didn't have a CDL, I would definitely be partaking in the devil lettuce too, Michael. Maybe when I go full time with High Top. Oh yeah, always busy, dude. Yeah, I'm just glad the grass stopped growing. Because we have 3 acres here, and then I cut another 4 acres at the farm. So plus I work at the farm on the side too. So yeah, I'm always going with this. The kids, I don't stop moving. I sleep good. My wife's like, how do you always fall asleep in like 2 seconds? I'm like, I'm tired. I'm always moving. Medella's man. Okay. Blanco. I do like a Medella's. I'm one of those guys that even likes a Modelo's not at the Mexican restaurant. Like I don't have to go eat Mexican and need a Modelo's. I do actually. I usually get Dos Equis, the green, the lager, at the Mexican restaurant because they usually have killer deals on them. You can get the big one. On my, I'm a Yang, used to be a Bush Light guy. Yeah, Michael, we got 2 big zero turns. Me and the wife knock it out in like an hour and a half. The weed eating actually takes more time than actually mowing. It seems like I hate weed eating. What's up, Mark? What is your all Gator fans hanging out with me? I know a majority of them are. Breaking up a little bit? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can. We're going to try my hotspot. Let me try something real fast. Let me see if this fixes it, actually. I might plug straight in here. Hold on, guys. I know I'm breaking up bad. Yeah, Indiana. Let me see if this fixes it. Hold on. Network. Better or worse? Let me know if it's better or worse if I'm still breaking up. If not, I'll use my hotspot. Yeah, I live in Podunk, Indiana, and between 2 cornfields. Like 20 minutes from Indianapolis. Yeah, let me know if I'm breaking up still. I'll put my phone on the charger and I'll hotspot it if so. Still there or no? Good so far. Okay. Yeah, they're starting to cut down on these holdings. I called like 3 or 4 on the first 2 drives that Stanford was getting away with, and now they're second and 28. Yeah, just fire off in the chat if it starts getting real bad or grainy or what have you. Golly, this defense. It looks like to me that Syracuse has made some adjustments. Because they look a lot better. Oh, I got you. Michigan's not too far. My wife lived there for a while. Up near Ann Arbor. All right. Looks like Stanford has to punt. Syracuse gets it. We're going to flip back to the other game real fast. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. This is fun. We did. 15 years ago. I don't think it's the players. I don't think it's the athletes. I think it's a scheme. I think the scheme is toast. I think that offensive coordinators have figured out the creepers scheme. I think that it's way too advanced for college athletes. They're trying to play what it reminds me a lot. I don't know if it's exactly the scheme, so don't if people watch this and beat me up about this. It reminds me a lot of what B-Flow runs, Brian Flores, with the multiple fronts, always being exotic and everything. Or the Kansas City guy. But at college, dude, you're talking the most elite athletes in the world at the NFL at the next level. Where like the third string linebacker runs like a 4-4-5, right? And trying to run this defense that's built for the NFL, and it doesn't work at college anymore. It might have worked 10 years ago when the Baylor coach, I can't Herrera and Roberts figured it out, but it does not work now. It doesn't work, especially with the transfer portal. You do not have these kids long enough to teach them this defense. It's just it's a matter of the fact that the defense does not work. They need to go back to base. They need to go as base as you can get, and you have to stop with the sim blitzing because the DBs don't know who to cover. That's the problem. That is the problem with this defense is the transfer portal. They have the athletes to run it, but these kids haven't been there long enough, and we've had 3 different coordinators teaching it 3 different ways. Oh, bring back anybody, Scott. Anybody. Oh, just hanging out, Mark. How are you? Thanks for coming and hanging out with us today. Yeah, bring back Charlie Strong. Yeah, it's not working. The scheme is not working. It's too much for the players. And that's coaching. You got to understand that, listen, I can't run these packages because my players are obviously not picking it up. And what really pisses me off is like Billy's like, "Oh, we're going to really make sure we're pushing the scout team." Like at this point, it should be 1 versus 1s. Like I know that that's rare in college football and definitely the NFL. You need the best on the best to see what's really happening. Because obviously the defense is cooking the scout team. So, yeah, it's wild to me. It's just a complete and utter not looking in the mirror and saying that this is not working. Square peg, round hole. That's what they're doing at Florida right now. But Illinois, Nebraska, 7-10. Illinois driving. Drops it to his wide receiver, Altmaier. Late hit. Possible. Flag. How'd I end up being a Gator fan? Is that the question? We picked the points. We stayed away from the spread. We picked the points. How did I become a Gator fan? My best friend from the Marine Corps is from like Ocala and was a big Gator fan. I didn't have a college team. I had an NFL team at the time. Believe it or not, I didn't have a college team. Actually, technically, Illinois was my first because I was born in Illinois. Illinois was my first true college team, but I didn't, I have a thing for the orange and blue eyes. So, um, I remember when they had I watched a lot of their basketball. I remember they had like Juice Williams as quarterback. Years it was kind of fun to watch, but today, so my best friend was dating a girl at UF. She was down there for a law degree, and yeah, they do have some ugly uniforms. So I was on there. Okay, hold on. Let me switch. All right, give it a second to load. Are we better or worse? Can you see better with 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 3 or 4? I got an eye exam a couple weeks ago, so let me see something if it's better, and then I'll tell you. Back on commercial break. Let's see what Syracuse is doing here. Yeah, we got storms coming. Still choppy? All right. Let me see here. 1? Okay. Pass the plate for better internet. It's just we don't have a lot of... Hold on. All right. Let me try something real fast. Better? Good now? Okay. Let me know. Yeah, if it gets choppy again, let me know. So I went down there. And we went to a Gator game together. It was Florida State. It was when Dalvin Cook ran for like freaking 4,000 yards and 10 touchdowns on us. And I fell in love with Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. I fell in love with the vibe. We went to Balls downtown and got just absolutely torched like 3 nights in a row with the sticky floors, and it smells like stale beer. So that's how you know I know. Blanco, $20 super chat. Appreciate it. A beer on me. Hell, that'll buy me like a 12 pack here. Appreciate it. I'll have 12 beers on you. Appreciate the super chat, guys. Again, let me know if I'm having internet issues, if it's getting worse or better. Let me do one more thing here. Hoping for a win or hoping for a guaranteed Billy fire? Yeah, sorry, guys. The internet's a little iffy because we are getting just absolutely demolished in storms. All right, both games are on. Both games are on commercial. I'm going to take a quick pee break, and then we will be back. Blanco is the man for sure. We back. Yeah, Balls was good. Yeah, so I've been a Gator fan since I think last couple games of Muschamp technically. And then obviously Darren McEwen. Mullen was the highlight for me. Oh, you're good, Michael. You're good. I just appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Pretty daunting to sit in here with 0 people watching. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so I've been a Gators fan since the last couple of weeks of Muschamp, and then McEwen was technically my first Florida coach that I really watched. And then obviously Mullen was probably the highlight for me so far. So I've been a fan during probably the darkest ages of Florida football in a long time, possibly. Minus the 2 years of Mullen. So yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know you're a real fan. And then obviously with the Vikings, they broke my heart over and over and over again. I've been a Vikings fan since I was little. My dad is and he's a big fan. My godfather, his best drinking buddy from the Air Force, he was a big Vikings fan, so he would buy me a bunch of Vikings swag and shit. And so I've been a Vikings fan since day one. But yeah. Yep. Definitely not a bandwagon guy because we're gonna go ahead and check out this Illinois game. For sure. Appreciate it. Is there something more out of High Top you're looking for, or you just like it the way it is? Because we're always like trying new ideas and stuff. We got some really good stuff cooking up too. Long for the beer. Oh yeah, we're showing up every week. Gonna be a hold on Illinois, it looks like to me. Oh. Defense, personal foul, face mask. Yeah, if there's some ideas that you guys got for high top, whether it's merch or what have you, just go ahead, put them in there, and I'll shoot them to Shelton. So we talk every day. Best boss I ever had. This is the best job I've ever had. Wish it was full time. Drink beer, hang out with you guys, and watch college football all day. Break down some film. Boy, oh boy. Oh my goodness. This, like, a lot of you guys probably don't watch Uncle Lou. I watch a little bit because I like his live call-in shows because they're absolutely wild. But this flare pass and this wide receiver tunnel screen is so cancerous to college football. Like, throw it down the field. Don't throw it sideline to sideline. That shit is so dumb. How come we're not together more? Because I work on Wednesdays. I'm there for every call-in show, Michael. And then I'm there for our new Monday mashup. I don't know if you've seen that. That's new. But we recap every game not every game, but like 5 or 6 games that happens during the week. So I'm on the Monday mashup show. I do a lot of the draft, all the draft stuff. I do that. So I'm constantly working on that. I run the recruiting channel. I help out with the Oregon show too. I do the Oregon live call-in show, and then I sub in whenever needed for film breakdown for commits and stuff like that. So I'm around High Top. I'm just not on the main channel all the time, if that makes sense, Michael. Yeah, I think I've only been on the Wednesday show like once when I was down there. But I go down there. We're gonna make it a habit of me going down there once a year. I think I'm gonna go to the spring game this year because it's free, and my kids. I think it'd be fun for my kids to go. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna fly down for the draft by myself, and then I'm gonna take my vacation week for the spring game. Uh, so that's my goal. All right, here we go. Illinois, Nebraska. Illinois pumps it through the uprights. 10-10, locked up, defensive battle. Offense can't get into the end zone. Boy, oh boy, going to commercial break. Let's go ahead, check out. Let's see what's happening with Stanford and Syracuse. Yeah, it is a good game, Scott. Man, if Syracuse can get into the end zone, we might have two good games on. Oh, they're going to get another pick? Oh, no. Stanford, Syracuse, 10-3. A minute 41 left in the second. 4th and 10. They're going to have to punt. Possible field goal. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to keep flipping back and forth. The commercial break seems like it's different now. So I like that. All right, so we got the longest career attempt, 51-yard attempt for Stanford. He bangs it through the uprights. 13-3. Two-score game. Stanford on top of Syracuse at Syracuse. Who is my top 3 picks coaching-wise? Ooh. I would say right now, there's variant to it. So, Lane Kiffin, right? Lane Kiffin with I would take Lane, but he's got to have a proven DC. I know they're better on defense this year. So maybe if this guy pans out this year, if they have a good defense. If not, you go get the guy from Wisconsin, Jim Leonard, NFL safety, I believe, or linebacker for a while. Kiffin and DJ would be unreal. Everybody, a lot of people are saying Lincoln. I don't like Lincoln because he left Oklahoma in the middle of the night, and Bob Stoops had to tell the team. I don't like that. And he's been dipping the SEC for years. I think if he wanted to be in the SEC, he could just wait it out and stayed at Oklahoma. So I'm not a Lane not Lane Kiffin, Lincoln Riley fan. I'm not a Lincoln Riley fan. Dan Lanning is out of the question because of the Nike deal. So you're starting to like knock away some of the big names. I like the next guy. I don't know if we're going to get because he's at IU right now. Kurt Signetti. I really like him. Yeah, it's Kiffin or bust, really. Kurt Signetti. I like him. He's a proven winner. He's like 130 or 125 and like 28. He's won at every single level that he's ever been in. That's what we need. They asked him a question when he first got to IU, and they were like, "How, like what's your pitch to the transfers and the high school prospects?" He says, "Google me. I win everywhere I go. You can just Google me." So we need a guy like that with a big ego and big old nuts. So I like Kurt Signetti. He would be my 2. if not Lane. Number 3 of possible candidates, and possible being like obviously like Kirby's not coming, like Heupel's not coming. Number 3, I would probably go. Oh, big catch across the middle by Nebraska. Number 3, I feel like we should even get to number 3. I feel like it's one of those two. I don't want Gulich. I don't want him. Number 3, Vrabel. Tennessee, give me him. At least get this defense back to something. He can work the offensive line, defensive line, both sides of the ball. That more of an NFL um, style. Give me him. Is my number 3. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me do something real fast. I'm going to. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Oh, you can't hear me because I had my mic off like an idiot. Golly. Better? I must have unplugged it when I All right, we're back. We're back, baby. I must have unplugged it when I reset my internet because my internet box is right here next to me. All right, sweet. We are back. We're so back. All right, we got the Illinois-Nebraska game on. Yeah, I saw that play. I got third down, 8:53, 8:52, 8:51, 8:50 left of the second. Bush light's working. Okay, yeah. Must be. Blanco bottom, so I'm going to keep drinking them, okay? Oh my goodness. You're good, Mike. You're good, Michael. Oh, this is a good game here. We might switch to this. I'm going to still keep an eye out there in the commercial break for the Syracuse game, but this is definitely the game of the night. Ryle loads up. Oh my goodness. Is it intercepted? In the end zone? Illinois? Touchdown? Did you guys see that? One, two, yeah. Oh my. I don't know. We think Blanco, INT. Scott, what do you think? Michael, what do you think? Right there. Yeah. That's an INT. My goodness. Greatest interception of the year. That is incredible. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Never at Florida, right, Scott? Yeah, for sure. Right now. Our DBs would never. They end up in the hedges. I don't know because it looks like he has control there. And they did rule it a touchdown, so that may hurt him. Hell of a play by the DB, though. Not giving up on that thing. Oh, this can be an INT. Oh, my goodness. What a play by the DB. That's going to make... Wowza. All right, let's see. See what the Stanford game is doing here. Syracuse. Oh, yeah. Sports Center top 10. Oh, it's on... It's on... halftime. All right, back on Illinois, Nebraska. Run up the gut.
Okay, go to the bathroom.
Give him some medicine.
What I was telling you, I just didn't want to interrupt your thing. But he blamed it on you because he thought he was going to get in trouble. And I was like, bro, what is all this? And he was like, I don't know, that was dad.
What?
It's kind of poop. Like, nobody's going to be mad at you for it. But mom does it in her pants. Like, I can't be mad at you for that. So, he's going potty right now and he's going to complete this. Jordas is leaving Sunday.
Okay.
Just so you know. Hey, wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Illinois, Nebraska. 10-10. Illinois trying to drive down. 6 minutes left in the second.
Get your water out of it. This will help you with your day. Okay?
Oh, my goodness. The DB jumped that route a mile away. Oh, we got there early. All right. Hold on. We got to do this. Got to do this. Ooh, good game here. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead, bring this up. BetUS. We are powered by BetUS, our fine sponsor, BetUS. Right now, with the code YouTube150, you get 150% back on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. Now, I like Georgia Tech, Louisville. It's a 10-10. I'm staying away from that. I'm pounding the over and unders this week. Let me get the 56.5 under for Louisville, Georgia Tech. Like that a lot. Really, really do. I'm going to stay away from the point spread. I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be like a three score difference. So stay away from those. We are powered by BetUS. This video is powered by BetUS. And right now, go to their website, betus.com. Use the code YouTube150 for your 150% back on your first 3 deposits. Yeah, we'll check that out here in a little bit, the Miami game. I got that one saved. What a game this is. Illinois, Nebraska, 10-10. Glad we got the internet fixed. Super excited about that. Boy. Elite linebacker play on this game. Elite DB play. Oh, PI. For sure, PI. They're going to let it play out. No PI. 3rd and 8. 2nd down. 3 minutes, 32 seconds left. I think it should have been PI. Yeah, we just don't play like that. Yeah, now watching that back, I don't think it's a PI. I think it's just, they're just handsy, playing handsy. I'm all right with it. So think about that, like 400 straight sellout, and they've been dog water for how long? Yeah, they gave him the timeout. All right, guys, be right back. Well, yeah. Oh, sorry. All right, we are back. This video is sponsored by BetUS. Proud sponsor. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it is loyal, Blanco. Loyal for sure. More loyal than my first wife. So it looks like we will be going back to the Stanford Syracuse game after the half because the Illinois game will go to half, and then we'll watch that, and then we'll flip back and forth once Illinois comes back on. See here. See if Illinois, Nebraska is back on. All right, Illinois, Nebraska. 3rd down and 8. Second half. 3 minutes, 32 seconds left. Altmaier, 9 for 11 for a 123. Oh my goodness, he dropped it. They're going to go for it. That should be caught. It was a good throw. Maybe a slant. Oh. Golly. This game is unreal. Oh, face mask. Oh, that's a tutty he missed. Yeah, I love these games. Thanks, Blanco. When's the last time our offensive line gave that kind of security? Look at him just sitting there. Gonna try to run it right up the middle. I think it's gonna be. It's like a Nebraska first down. Trask. Yeah, I think you're right. How many years ago was that? Golly. What?
We need this on.
Okay, turn it on.
He's burning up. I turned the fan on him, but the house gets too hot on the side.
Yeah, the announcers are really good on that one. All right, flipping back and forth right now. Looks like Syracuse should come back on any second. Check this game out. You want me?
We used to have sleeves like this big.
That's fine. Crumble them up, put them in there. Yeah.
George is taking all my cheese. She hates me. Not coming to you, Milo. She doesn't care.
Oh. 2-hour mark. We are powered by BetUS. Thank you, BetUS. This entire video is brought to you by BetUS. Glad to have them as our proud sponsor. All right. Stanford, Syracuse kicking back off. Thanks, Blanco. We will see you later. No problem. We'll be here every Friday night. $10-13. Closer game. Let's see what this Illinois game's doing, though. Is it halftime yet? Nope, not yet. Appreciate you, Blanco. Bouncing outside. Cut the edge. Down for a first down for the Nebraska running back. Right up the gut. Nebraska first down. It was a 2nd and 1. Nebraska back to the running back for an easy 5. 1:20 left till the half. Nebraska kind of milking the clock a little bit, seems like. Not in too much of a hurry. At the Illinois 40. Here he is, back to the back. That gets absolutely just stopped. I think I took the under. Raiola looks, fires. Oh my goodness, what a catch by the wide receiver number 4, Banks. Nothing the DB can do there. I picked the under on points. I didn't pick money line. Oh my goodness, what a catch. Touchdown, Nebraska. Two feet in, too. That's an NFL catch. Golly, what a catch. Talk about a fan base that needs it so bad in Nebraska. 400 sellouts in a row to be terrible until the true freshman Dylan Raiola gets there and sets them back straight. Yeah, you might as well. You're going to burn that timeout anyway. Yeah. Yeah, we need it too bad, huh? I hear you. You didn't make me a bunch, did you?
I did.
Oh.
I thought you were hungry.
No, not like, oh my God, not that much. Will you give me some more crackers?
No, I did a whole thing of crackers.
All right.
Like, I asked you if this was enough. You said yes.
Fine. Thank
Can
you.
Save it. Whatever you don't eat, can you save, please?
Yeah.
Promise?
Yep.
Okay. Stop. I'm watching you.
Scott, you want to play the chili?
You're welcome.
It's going to be heartburn tonight.
You're welcome.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. See? Living your life and getting fed. Can I get a kiss?
Yeah, you going to bed?
Well, we're watching a show. Oh, you get cheese hanging.
Love
Love
you.
you, baby.
Love you.
See you in a couple hours.
No.
What do you mean no?
Less than that.
Jordan needs to know when to go to bed. Or you're going to be sleeping on the couch again.
Just put her on your side.
He said just put it on your side. She wanted her bed back.
Oh, have it back. We gotta go to that other game. See here. Switching back here to Syracuse. Oh, I got you, Michael. That sounds good. Yeah, for sure. She's usually pretty good. She'll hook it up. All right, so Illinois, Nebraska is at half. Threw a pick. Syracuse with a big pick. 13-10, Syracuse seems to be coming back. Looks like 2 feet in bounds. Yep. NFL. Catch right there. Yeah, they definitely made adjustments. It's like night and day difference, huh? Now, if they get this offense going, watch out. Oh. Looked like he got poked in the eye. Still letting them play physical on the DB front on this game, Stanford Syracuse. Because that was a little early to me, but McCord also still not looking great. Drops it off to his wide receiver. Good for about 5. Oh, yeah, it's going to be heartburn for sure. I got a little surprise for you, Scott, for dessert, too. Let me know if you want one. Pretty good slate of games, Scott, for a Friday night. Across the middle, connects, McCord, driving. They may, no, drumstick, ice cream drumstick, not red velvet cake. No, we're not that fancy. Syracuse has figured something out. They figured out the adjustments. Quick pass, outside. God, I hate that stuff. That tunnel screen sucks. Just run the ball if you're going to do that. Sideway pass never works. Oh my goodness, look at that leg drive. First down, Syracuse. Physical play. Yeah, it is amazing, right, Scott? Billy would never. McCord, 14 of 22, 189, airing it out, deep, touchdown. Oh my goodness, he almost had it. What a beautiful ball. Down to the 5. Holding. These penalties are killing the offensive line. But Syracuse has figured something out. Yeah, you got to play smart. 1st and 20. Oh my goodness, he had him wide open for a big play. On the wide receiver. Stopped on the route. That's what that was. I think that's a little ticky-tacky there. That they replayed that holding call. I think that's really ticky-tacky, actually. McCord, short pass. Crowd is just wild. They don't have an out-game presence either. Have you seen that guy on the podium, Michael? See what this is. Yeah, he's out. Helmet to helmet. I get why they're mad. 3rd and 9. Oh, free play. Launch it. Beautiful. Cross the middle. Syracuse has figured out this defense, boys. Buckle up. We got a game. Buckle up. We have a game. Syracuse has figured out this defense. What's up, famous? What a slate of games for Friday. Are you kidding me? Stanford and Syracuse going blow for blow. Illinois, Nebraska, blow for blow. Just dog fights. McCord looking, rolling to his right. Oh, my goodness. Got to get that ball up a little bit. That's all right. Syracuse has figured out this defense. They are... Famo, if you're hanging out, I'll send you a link. Let me know if you want to pop on in. You ain't doing nothing. Be a holding call on the offensive line. Golly, these holding calls are very ticky-tacky. Scott, not a lot. I think they did it more last year. The naked bootleg stuff. Oh, it's halftime for Illinois. It is third quarter for Syracuse. Golly. These holding calls are killing Syracuse. They got to clean that up. I don't like this play. Golly, though. Took a blow and kept running. Good for about 9. Got 3rd and 11 probably. (13-10), Stanford, Syracuse. 4 minutes, 37, 6, 5 seconds left, 3rd and 12. They got to have it. You're good. You're good, Famo. Oh, my goodness. He threw a pick. The wide receiver stopped on the route. Pick 6. Stanford. 10-5 touchdown. My goodness. Stanford, pick 6. Syracuse tight end stopped on the route. Cardinal sin right there. Stopping on the route. Just when we thought Syracuse had the defense figured out. Driving. 25 holding calls on the offensive line. And Syracuse. Yeah, he stopped on the route. Golly. See if this Illinois-Nebraska game's on. The tight end. He should have broke outside. Broke inside, stopped on the route, and then just, it was miscommunication. It looked like it should have been like a 10 and out. Like 10 yards and out against the seam. And he went 10 yards and in. McCord threw the ball before he broke on the route, which, I mean, that happens. That's anticipation. You want that. You don't want to be late. I'm going to say this, though. Syracuse, if they quit shooting themselves in the foot, they have the defense figured out. I mean, they're moving the ball. But it's like every time they have a big play, holding. Offensive line. If they could just clean that up, boy, oh boy, watch out. Looks like Illinois, Nebraska are still at half. They could shorten those halves up a little bit, couldn't they? All right. Syracuse. Back on the ball. Easy 16-yard screen pass. I'm telling you, they've figured out the defense. If they can quit shooting themselves in the foot, they beat them. Ooh. Running back just gets absolutely demolished in the hole. Just bush slide as always. Hanging out, drink a beer with the boys. Watching a little Friday night football. I feel like this wasn't a thing like a couple years ago. Oh my goodness, McCord almost throws another pick. He is so off tonight. Already developing the heartburn from the chili earlier. Love the wife, but she makes it spicy. McCord, triple coverage, delivers an absolute dart. Oh my goodness, boys. Strap up, we got one. That window is so small. NFL throw right there. It is bear spicy. I agree. Nobody wants bland chili. McCord loads up. They figured it out, boys. They figured out the defense. They have figured it out. Bland chili's like watching Billy's offense. I prefer venison over beef. I think it makes a better chili, but that's just me. We don't have venison. We've eaten it all. McCord, easy, drops down, first down to the wide receiver or his running back. Oh, yeah, for sure. We will. Famo. Gotta pick a game. We gotta pick a game that's not gonna be just, woo, you know. Maybe we'll do Florida State. Oh yeah, I'll freeze dry you down and send you some backstrap, famous for sure. If you're about that, I'll ship it to you overnight. Do it for UCF. That might be a game we could do. Yeah, we can stream it to both channels at the same time too, famous. Mr. Harris. McCord scrambling, looking. Is he going to get it? Touchdown, flies in the air and gets the touchdown. Strap it up, boys. We got a game. Don't go anywhere. My goodness. Syracuse has figured out this defense. Watch out. Fran Brown and company have made adjustments, and Stanford doesn't know what to do. Missed tackle. McCord rolls out to his right, in the air, airborne. His best Mike Vick he can ever do. Touchdown. 2017 Stanford, Syracuse. Best slate of Friday games I've seen so far. All right. Illinois, Nebraska. Nebraska 17, Illinois 10. Third and 8. We got 14 and some change left. 7, 6, 5, 4 of the third quarter. Altmaier looks, scans, fires across the middle, wide open. First down. Oh, yeah, for sure. Altmaier scans. Drops it to the running back. Holding. Coming back. $74. Yeah, I thought about that a little bit, Michael. If I could get into like some high school, I'd love to be an announcer. That's why I think people enjoy the film breakdowns, because I do it more like play by play instead of like drawing all over the fucking screen and talking about a bunch of stuff that nobody wants to hear. Know what I mean? Yep, right tackle, 58. Illinois going backwards. Golly, these flags, man. Illinois. Oh, they get Nebraska for an offsides. Wow. I don't know if he went into the... Yep, I see it now. Yep. Good job. Appreciate it, man. All right, Altmaier hands the ball off right up the middle. Physical run for a hard 4 yards there. Next commercial break, we'll do the ad read. I think somebody wanted to see the UFC, what I picked for UFC Miami. USF. Okay, so Nebraska brings a lot of pressure. So this is what Illinois is doing. They are getting Altmaier out around the fringes with those bootlegs because they know that Nebraska is going to bring pressure. They got hit with a couple hold calls, so they're just trying to bootleg him out away from the pressure, move the pocket, and then he's resetting his feet and firing down the field. That's what they're doing. These halftime adjustments have been incredible by both games. Illinois, Nebraska, and Stanford and Syracuse. Right across the middle, boys. That has been eating up Nebraska's defense. They do not have a counter for that. And Altmaier just standing in the pocket, delivering it across the middle. They're gonna go 4 wide again. Altmaier scrambles. I don't like that. I don't like that design QB run from him. That is a terrible, terrible call. Because you haven't ran the quarterback. There's nothing to get that going. If you had started with that with the first drive, I could see coming back to it and you were consistent with it, but you're not getting anybody. Oh my goodness, these flags. Boy. I will say holding and the offsides have been pretty ticky-tacky, but the DB play, they've been letting them play, which is wild. All right, big 2nd and 14. Illinois is trying to drive. They got to stay in this game. Altmaier looking, scrambling across the middle. Oh, my goodness. Not even a shot. Nebraska swarms them for an even loss. Nebraska's made an adjustment. Quarterback spy. They're definitely not sending extra pressure. 3rd and 14. They were just rushed 4. They get to him. Altmaier pulls it down short. Now, they went for it earlier on 4th down. I could see them going for it again. I got you, Michael. Down to 11. All right, let's go check out this Stanford game, Syracuse. We're just flipping back and forth because we got 2 great games on Friday. Perfect. Both that commercial. We'll go ahead, do the ad read, guys. I got to log back in. This video is sponsored by BetUS. With BetUS right now, put in the code YouTube TV at betus.com, and you get 150% back on your first 3 deposits up to $2K. That's 150% back on your first 3 deposits up to $2K. Now, everybody's saying Miami, South Florida, -17 plus 17, 64 is the over and under. I'm going to pound the under of 64. I think it's going to be a little bit closer than that. Miami's been rolling, but give me the under of 64.5. I don't think the spread is that big, or the points are that much. We will see. This will be a good test against Miami. They haven't played anybody really this year to really be flexing like they are. So go ahead, give me the under. What do you guys think? All right, back to Stanford, Syracuse. And that Syracuse defense absolutely swarms up that play. They try the screen pass. It doesn't work. Beautiful job by the D end. Big number 92. Go ahead and flex on them. Boy, oh boy, buckle up, boys, because we have a game. Syracuse, Stanford, 2017. 14 minutes, 30, 29, 28, 27 seconds. 3rd and 14. Stanford at their own 20 with the ball. Daniels has to throw it away after being under immense pressure. 4th and 14. Syracuse steps up, ratchets it up, that defense. They have made great adjustments in the second half. This is probably the best second half adjustment I've ever seen. I mean, Stanford was driving down. They couldn't get it right. They were driving all the way down the field at will, passing, running quarterback. Stanford has ratcheted it up, and now they have got it between 3 points, and they are returning the punt now. Fair catch. Boy, oh boy, let's go. Coaching matters. Absolutely, Scott. And Fran Brown is one heck of one. First-year head coach for Syracuse. You talk about a good slate of games on a Friday. My goodness. See what we got here on Illinois, Nebraska. All right, Illinois, Nebraska. We got 3rd quarter, 8 minutes. 10, 9, 8 seconds. Nebraska's got the ball. Looks like second and 6. We're going to keep flipping back and forth because we got 2 tight games. This could be a big drive for Nebraska if they can get this touchdown. Running back gets absolutely smacked in the hole. Not a chance. 3rd and 4. Ryle, 4 of 17 for 64 yards, 4 first downs, 1 INT. Oh my goodness. This DB play tonight is absolutely incredible by Illinois. I mean, there is not. This defense just produced Witherspoon a couple years ago, and you're seeing why. They are teaching him up right. Boy, oh boy. Illinois DBs. looking incredible. And not just one, all of them. All across the field. That play was absolutely stopped. For sure, Scott. Me too. It's coaching is all it is. All right. Here it is. Illinois punt. Down to the 45. Big punt return for Illinois. Going to go to commercial break. Back to Syracuse, Stanford. Syracuse driving. They're on their 32-yard line. McCord scans. Fires. Pick. Boy, oh boy. That is a terrible throw by McCord. He should have just threw it to the flat or the middle, wide open. Not good. Stanford just drops it off. Easy 7-yard completion. No. He wasn't getting pressure. He just threw a pick. It was just a bad throw. Trying to play hero ball. Oh, for sure, Scott. What a comment. Here we go. Running back works to the right. Easy 10-yard pickup. Looks like the big running back that they got, Stanford, he's hurt. Syracuse just absolutely stops that run. Boy, oh boy. What a catch there. 3rd down, 3 for Stanford. (2017) 3rd down and 3. Syracuse has got to get the stop. That was a bad throw. Easy completion. They go cover 0. Cuse might be FSU by 20. That's a fact. Especially if Kyle McCord looks like he did the first 2 games. Ford back in at Stanford, the big body back that I like, NFL build. Easy 5 yards for him. Oh my goodness. That swarming defense of Syracuse blows the screen pass up. Third and 8. Syracuse has to have this stop with 9 minutes left in the 4th. Stanford at their own 20. Looking. Quarterback is flushed out of the pocket. Rifles across. Oh my God, he almost threw a pick. Boy, oh boy. Syracuse steps up. 4th and 8. What are they going to do? Stanford, I would guess, goes ahead and kicks the ball for a field goal. Kick is up and good. Let's go ahead. Oh, yeah. Great DB play, Scott. Let's go ahead and let's go back to that Nebraska game. See, YouTube TV needs a return. Looks like Illinois 10, Nebraska 17. Looks like 4th and 1 for the Fighting Illini. Good time for a break. Go ahead, grab some dessert. Oh. Back at it. Nebraska shoots themselves in the foot with a personal foul after the big first down. Boy, oh boy. We won't stream that one. San Jose, Washington State. You ain't getting me on that. All right, guys. This video is powered by BetUS. That is BetUS. We have hit the 3-hour mark. Boy, oh boy. What a slate. What a good slate of great games. Go to betus.com. Use the code YouTube150. Get 150% off. 150% back on your first 3 deposits, up to $2,000. All right, Scott, appreciate you. We'll see you later. For sure. Live calling. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. We're gonna do this Friday night thing more often. We'll see you, bud. Let me scroll back and see what's happened with this Cuse game. Cuse game's on. No, I watched the Gator game by myself. What a great. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I scream at the TV. I think they can hear me. First and goal. See what that Syracuse is doing. See what they're doing here. Looks like Stanford, Syracuse, 17-23. Pick. Oh my goodness, almost a pick. 4th and 10. Stanford will have to punt. 23-17. Stanford just plays a good zone. Nobody is open. Quarterback has all day, 15, 20 seconds, and cannot get anybody because of this Syracuse defense. Oh my goodness, the punt's almost blocked. All right. Should go back to commercial break here. Pretty sad when you can guess the commercial breaks, right? Go back to Illinois, Nebraska. Looks like Illinois scored. (17-17). My goodness. Minute and a half in the third. I'll probably watch the rest of the Nebraska game in bed. We're going to go ahead and finish up the Syracuse game. I got to do one more ad read, and then we'll call her good. Thanks for everybody hanging out tonight. Michael, Scotto20. We got a little beer money from Belenko. Stephen Harris. We're going to go ahead and finish up this 6 minute and 11 seconds of the Syracuse game, and I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, an absolute dot by Kyle McCord. 23-17. Stanford versus Syracuse. Syracuse with the ball and driving. 2nd and 8. If I start on that game, Michael, I'll never go to bed. Good DB play by the Stanford Sinclair. McCord loads up, fires. And Syracuse continues to shoot themselves in the foot with the holding calls. McCord looks, scans, rolls out right, fires, across the middle. Oh my goodness, they connected 25 yards across the middle. Wide receiver found the soft spot in the zone. McCord just throws an absolute dart. Syracuse down to their own 20. Running back gets tripped up, but keeps on his feet down to looks like the 12. Incredible bounce by the young running back. Running back dives in. Easy first down. What a great slate of games, Michael. Syracuse down to their own 15. First and 10. McCord looks, pumps, fires, touchdown across the middle. Syracuse about to go up. Buckle up, boys. Beautiful route by number 7. (23-23) Syracuse. Stanford. Correction, 24-23. Syracuse over Stanford. Roll back to Illinois, Nebraska. See what we got going on here. Of course. Fox is on freaking commercial. All right. Let's see. Go back to the Syracuse Stanford game. Yep, they're back on. 3 minutes, 13 seconds left. Commercials. Doesn't look like there's no gain on that catch by Stanford. 2nd and 10. Syracuse defense, their pass rush has been absolutely electric. I'm not sure. They were in scoring distance, I thought. Looks like 3rd and 1, Stanford, Syracuse. Cuse needs a big stop right here. It looks like a long one. Quarterback feeds it to the running back. Ford. Right down the right sideline. Beautiful job. Gets the first down. Let me go check on that Illinois game real fast. They go to the 2-minute timeout. Commercial. While it's on commercial break, let's go ahead and get our last BetUS ad done. Log back in here. Make sure the sponsor is happy. Right now with BetUS, you get 150% back on your first 3 deposits up to $2K. Boy, oh boy. So even if we're wrong on these guesses, you get your first 3 deposits back up to $2K with the code YouTube150. Let's go ahead, check out the Colorado Baylor game. It's only a 1.5 point spread. Give me the under of 51.5. Nebraska just scores. 23-17. My goodness, what a great slate of games we have on Friday. But go ahead, give me Baylor, Colorado. And if I'm wrong, don't worry, because BetUS, first 3 deposits, 150% back up to $2,000 with our great sponsors. They just scored, yeah. Nebraska pulls out in front, 24-17. All right, let's go ahead, go back to our other game here. Syracuse, Stanford, just an absolute dogfight. Should be coming off commercial any second, if I were to guess. For sure, just use the code YouTube 150. Get your free 150% back on your first 3 deposits, Michael. And this video is powered by BetUS. Thank you, guys. Stanford driving. They hand it to the big back forward. Going to get called back for a hold. Holding. The entire game has plagued both teams, and it bites you in the butt on your game-winning drive. You can't have it. Quarterback misses the throw. 3rd and 20. Second and 20. Oh my goodness, they bring the blitz. They complete it. Looks like a 3rd and 9. Syracuse absolutely brings the heat. It's too long to kick. .38 seconds left of the 4th. Stanford needs a completion to get into field goal range to get the win. Or they'll drop to 1-2, and Syracuse will be 3-0 in the ACC. Buckle up, boys, because the fireworks are not over. Bring in the blitz. Quarterback loads up. No flags. DB gets there. 4th and 9. 37 seconds left for the game. Oh, no. He was making a play on the ball. Beautiful coverage by the DB. Some of the best DB play we've seen all year have been in these two games. Incredible. Syracuse has that place rocking. Stanford takes the timeout. You got to dial up something. Something that has worked before. The seam play to the tight end. Maybe forward on a wheel route. The slant has worked for Stanford. But the comeback routes, the out routes, the DBs have been jumping those all day long. You got to go with a slant. You got to go with a wheel route out of the backfield. Your big tight end up the seam. You got to get it to him. Fran Brown takes the timeout. Doesn't like his defensive alignment. I'm going to say for the DBs, you can be a little handsy. You've been getting away with it all night. Go ahead, press, get in their grill. It's 4th and 9. Full press. Make the wide receivers beat you. You bracket their best wide receiver. Let's see what they go to. Four down front, possible blitzer. Looks like they're going to press the man. Running back comes out. He slings it. Oh, my goodness. What a catch by 13 to convert the first down. Ooh. Got away with a little extra at the end there. All right. 3 seconds. The kick to win. For the win. Stanford kicker lines up. 34-yarder. Fran Brown decides to burn the timeout. 3 seconds left. The longest 3 seconds we've ever seen. "34-yarder for the Stanford senior. Right down the middle. Couldn't have it any better than that. Oh my gosh. They false started. Stanford kicks themselves in the butt again. Boy, oh boy. Got a 40-yarder. 39. Dead middle. Kicker set. Hikes down the middle. Stanford knocks off Syracuse. Boy, oh boy. What a hard-fought battle by Syracuse and Stanford. Incredible game. Hats off to those teams. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. This video was brought to you by BetUS. We are powered by BetUS for the rest of the year. We will see you later. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us, and we are out.